Pathetic fallacy. This poetic device is one that attributes human emotion and conduct to all aspects within nature. Similar to personification, which is giving human characteristics to non-living objects, pathetic fallacy is one that focuses more on the Earth's elements, nature, and describing the weather with human characteristics. For instance, if you were to say, the clouds seem sullen, or the rain lashes angrily down, or even the rocks seem indifferent, you'd be using pathetic fallacy. Now, the history behind the term pathetic fallacy is quite an interesting one. In the 18th century, a man named John Ruskin coined together the phrase himself. However, even though the phrase has survived, the meaning has been altered significantly somewhat. When Ruskin came up with this phrase, the meaning of the term was emotional falseness, or the falseness that occurs to one's perceptions when influenced by a heightened emotion. For example, Ruskin wrote an essay, and in that essay he demonstrates the original meaning of pathetic fallacy. He writes about a line that he found in a poem. It says, "They rode her across the rolling foam, the cruel, crawling foam." Now, Ruskin then goes on to say that in fact foam does not crawl, nor is it cruel. Now, however, the term fallacy is defined as an example of flawed logic, whereas in the 19th century it could be used to simplify falseness. Similarly, the word pathetic in Ruskin's time simply just meant emotional, whereas now it's a bit different. In the poem Exposure by Wilfred Owen, pathetic fallacy is demonstrated. For instance, in the very first line, Owen writes, "The merciless east winds that knive us." So, to summarise, pathetic fallacy is the attribution of human emotions or characteristics to inanimate objects or, and more often, to nature.